Oh, beautiful sunny day here. Just gathering my things. This is one of the same lawns that I live streamed last week. Let me just turn the camera around. And I'm going to pull my battery charger off the phone. Put it on the holder there. And gather my stuff here. Ooh, drop my keys. This one I'm going to be mowing with the navigator. I gotta do the trimming first. Let's check how the ground feels here. We had a little bit of rain this week, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. I don't think I'll have any issues today with the navigator. Should be able to hold this up. I'll still probably take it easy, but we'll see. See how it goes. Just sort out my stuff, lock the truck. See, we got 2 people joining so far. Welcome to the afternoon live stream. This house you guys would have seen before last week. It's one that has really good access for me to bring the navigator or turf tracer. Biggest issue here though usually is drainage during wet periods of the year, so can't usually bring the navigator or even turf tracer too early in the season. This is the front lawn, then it kind of extends around the side, big gate, and I can get into the backyard. These gloves I might need for later. Start with the trimming. Battery, I've got only 1 bar, so I better swap that out. Just so I don't have to waste any time if the battery runs out mid. First battery swap of the day. Ooh. This one's a 12 amp hour, a little bit heavier. Fully charged, ready to go. Cool. The other thing I noticed already is, although it's already May, so I shouldn't say like it's a surprise, but the bees and wasps already starting. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the chat. Also, if you can, let me know where you're watching from. This morning, I believe I had somebody from Dublin, Ireland, and somebody from Florida, and I believe somebody from Texas. At least some of the people that mentioned where they were from. That's pretty cool. It's a little bit crooked there. Yeah, so if you can let me know where you're watching from, that'd be kind of cool. Oh, excuse me. If you guys heard that, like burping. Just had one of those like carbonated water beverages, a bubbly type thing. Though I don't think it was a bubbly brand, but it tasted good. It was a watermelon flavor. Keep in mind if you have any questions or comments that might take me a moment to see them, depending on what I'm doing, concentrating, and also the sun sometimes is at my back, which means it's like glaring off the screen. I literally have my iPhone Pro Max hanging off of my neck. So you have to embrace the level of geekery to pull off a look like this, let me tell you. Out in public with a big giant phone hanging off your chest, neck. Oh, I think we have a comment possibly. I saw a little bit. Matthew is back. You're back with another lawn, yes. If there was ever any doubt that despite, what am I at, like 511 podcast episodes since 2015 and probably another 500 YouTube videos and a couple thousand Instagram posts, that yes, I actually do lawn care every day. A lot of people think that you just do content stuff. Just like, nope. Content stuff is fun. Kind of just supplemental for any sort of income or anything that I might make off of it. But lawn care, cutting lawns every day is the actual, it's the actual thing. Ooh. This is a lawn I did last week on the live stream. So it's a weekly lawn, but I did it as a live stream last week on the Friday, I think it was last week. Its normal day is the Thursday, but I did it last week because I also aerated it. So I did it a day later because I had more time on the Friday to be able to aerate it, because I'm using the little Bluebird 424 aerator, so a lawn this size, it's a little while to aerate. I kind of like that, I don't even know where that proverb or whatever, or saying, or whatever you would call it is, of like, how do you eat an elephant? and it's one bite at a time. Well, it's like this. How do you aerate a big lawn like this that just goes on everywhere? And basically, with a small little aerator, one section at a time. Just divide it up into little quadrants and zones, and work on that until that's done, and then off to the next quadrant. Matthew, where did you say that you were joining us from again? Did you ever say where you were from? Can't remember, sorry. You did? I'll try to remember to maybe get a different angle today. So I might set up the camera on my phone somewhere when I'm mowing. Get a different view other than just the POV. I gotta get myself another one of these little phone clips. There's one that came with this particular neck attachment thing, neck holder thing, that is just really nice. It clips really easily and fast, and it's really secure. But I haven't been able to find it separately outside of purchasing another neck thing, though it has to be available. So I want to get one of those because it's going to be really easy to just get a little tripod and have that on there, and I can just have the holder on my neck and then take the phone off and put it on the tripod and put it back on my neck. And just to add a little more interest. Although I think there's a way as well, but I don't know for sure. And it would add another level of technicality that probably wouldn't be good. Probably okay in a fixed situation, but a way where you can use multiple like cameras and switch between them. But probably out in the field, it's probably not a good idea. Probably would just cause more trouble than it's worth than just using one phone and manually taking it off and changing angles. This lawn I have mowed for, I'm going to say, I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's been at least 5 years, probably longer. But I wouldn't say 10. So between 5 and 10. still see some of my stripes, I guess you could call it. And last week, again with this lawn, today might not be too bad again, but last week I was definitely having to be a little bit more cautious with how heavy the mower is here, just from the conditions of the ground, drainage. But we are into May now, so usually I would say from May, June, July, August, probably okay using the navigator now on this property every week without having to worry about it during the summer. Of course, this lawn just gets brown. I have to say this Milwaukee trimmer, it's nice. The trimmer head is actually really nice as well. Easy to load the string. It's kind of like a clone of a Echo Speed Feed style head, but it actually works well. I'm pretty happy with it. Changed the string in it yesterday, and it was worked as you'd expect it to. It also has the string holes relatively low. You can see to the bottom of the head, there's not much space, so it's like the Echo Speed Feed. I've had some where, like the Crest one, the original Crest one, I changed to an Echo Speed Feed because the hole was up further, and then they had like a hole, like the bump button on the bottom, which just raised the string off the ground too far. So I like this style where it's just like the whole head is the button, not a separate afterthought. Oh goodness, my back is really sore. I got pulled a muscle on the right lower side. Again, what an awesome afternoon. Sun out. Let's leave that open for a minute. I can put my straps inside. Oh. Hopefully the stream is working well. Let's see what we're at for 6,000 kilobytes. So it should be working. Should be working pretty steady, pretty even. Good quality, I would expect, at those numbers. Whoa. That's probably how I hurt my back, actually. Just dawned on me. Flipping that heavy deck down. Checking my pockets for the key. Here we go. my straps away, just in case. Need somebody walking away with them. Yes, I'm paranoid. Oh. All right, we got the bins inside, I think. Yep. Height is at 2.5 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, and 4. It's a 4-point manual height adjustment on this machine. All right, I'll take off my sunglasses so I can see if any comments pop up. Again, I will try to. It's going to be a little bit noisy, although the noise cancellation on the microphone should kick in. But I'll try part way to take the camera off my neck and put it on the trailer. But we'll start off POV style. A little bit of an angle here. Gotta be careful so I don't end up in that flower bed. Tight quarters to turn around. Gotta watch my large rear end on this machine. Bit of a hill. Lots of dips and valleys on this lawn. It's not flat. That's what makes the articulating deck nice, right? It follows the contours independent of the rest of the machine. You can watch my legs going up and down as I ride. Now I'm going to move the camera. Try and give you guys a different view here. Bear with me while I take the headphones and stuff off so I can take the camera off. The audio still should be able to work while I'm on the mower. So let's see how it does. Might go out of frame for a second, but I'll pop back as I come around. So watch the deck here as it goes over this berm. See how it moves independently? Right, so that's that whole articulating, full floating deck. Allows the machine to really minimizes scalping. Here we go again, going up. So it really hugs those little hills and valleys that you might have on lawns that are less than perfect. Also articulates side to side because it's free floating. Sorry if I go out of frame for a little bit each time at the end of the pass. Conditions are good. I don't have to worry about the drainage right now. That's nice. Lawn is holding it, holding the weight. Lots of bumps here. I think that's another reason why this style of mower, whether it's these navigators or the walkers, are one of my favorites, is because we don't have like crazy, perfectly flat lawns. A lot of the lawns that I do are lumpy and bumpy because of all the rain. So that full floating, articulating deck really is nice to leave a good quality cut in those conditions. Might add a frame here. I want to make sure my phone doesn't fall. Don't need a cracked screen. Funny on these odd shaped lawns. Around this little tree here is some of the worst issues for drainage, but it's holding up. Taking it easy. Doing multi-turns instead of trying to make it all the way around at once because of that drainage. All right. It's a little bit of a different view. Get the deck, front of deck view. Be really careful so I don't tear up the lawn on the turns because this lawn is in rough condition. It does tear up and ride easily. Anybody want to look at me for a little bit? Probably not the best angle. See if I can switch that up again. Yeah, maybe I can these garbage cans or something. Probably work. Bear with me. Ultra wide. All right. Jeff says, "What the freak?" I don't know what you're referring to, Jeff. I don't know if I like it. Sounds kind of funny. All right, let me see. This is another client that knows that I do a lot of content creation and equipment reviews and stuff like that. So they will probably not find it odd because they see me filming all the time. Just going to use one of their garbage cans to get a different angle here. We'll see, hopefully. Hopefully that'll work. What do we got here? 3 people. So hopefully the mic should still stay connected. Just walking back over to the mower. And give me a second. I'll start doing that portion that the camera's pointed at. And about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This will be an interesting test to see how far the Bluetooth connects. I'll be going out of, probably out of camera view in a second just to grab this little spot here. Give me a second. Coming back into view.
perimeter of this section. See, I've kind of broken this up into different sections. I got that section, this main section, and the way the lawn goes in that direction. Just keep in mind, if you do have any questions, and obviously I don't have a phone on me right now, so I'll answer them if there are any. Camera back on. Very rough lawn, lots of dips and valleys and stuff. Got my big mower, big to me at least, big mower for all those gas and petrol fans. Still using the battery stuff for the trimming and stuff, but I'm done with the small lawns for today. Stuff I would be using battery motors on. Odd little rectangle here. Let's see if we can get you guys another angle. I don't know if that's a good angle, but that's the angle you're getting. Buffer alarm hasn't come on yet. The machine starts to beep to let me know that it's full or getting full. It starts off as a slow beep. It gets progressively more urgent as the tank or the copper storage fills up. you guys could have seen all those angles, but maybe not. One's up there. So here I back up so that that tail wheel gets pulled underneath.
So I do it so that this tail wheel in the back here is underneath. Let's grab the camera and grab the bin. Oh, see what angle you guys are seeing. Oh yeah, you could see the whole thing there. No other comments. Spin ready. Let's see how much grass we got in here. Are they full? Let's see. Oh yeah. Is it pretty full? Oh, let me set the camera down. This is also where I'm probably hurting my back. Whew. Not used to the weight of grass from the winter. Go out of shape. So this is why I put that tail wheel right back up, is so I can get this bin after you dump the two bins there. There's always some leftover that gets in between the bins. So you can see here, this thing is the alarm. So as grass fills up in here, once this starts getting pushed up in the top position, then it triggers that alarm. To let you know it's full, but we didn't get that far. So I back up the trailer so that that rear wheel goes under. That way I can get this bin close so that I can dump leftover into the bin. And then just kind of pick up whatever it didn't get in the bin. It's not rocket science, but it works. Now, in some properties, I don't use the bins at all. I just take them out so it fills the box directly. And those are on sites where they have like just compost piles that I can dump into. Some in that one, and then just spread the other in there. See, these bins are specifically made for this machine. They are an optional accessory. The machine doesn't come with the bins. It's just an accessory. See that they're specifically shaped for the inside of the hopper here, but they're for this situation where you have lawns that you're cutting, but you're putting grass into bins. They also have power dump accessories for these machines, and I don't think they have the dump lift though. They have the one that you can press and it just tilts it and opens the rear so you can just back up and dump, but they don't have the one that lifts up in the air so that you can dump it into a trailer like the lockers have as an accessory. Ugh. So let me get this back on my head, so just bear with me for a second. All right, back at it. Let's make our way back to the vehicle. Still some trouble spots in this yard, even, oh, can't say it's been over 2 weeks of no rain because we did have one day of rain, but still some areas. You can see here some areas, and there was a spot over there where I was dumping. There was a little bit of a bigger spot, but unfortunately it is what it is. This client is used to it and very understanding. They have done lots of stuff over the years. They said that they used to do stuff on a yearly basis when they were much younger, trying to fix the drainage and stuff, but it would just every few years need to be redone. So I don't think that means that they actually put like drain pipe or anything. I think it was more like sand and stuff like that that helped, but they haven't done that in a while. And the weather has definitely been noticeably changing the last 5 years or so. Just more instances of longer, a little bit of dieseling there. Just more instances of like longer summers, droughts, and then in the fall, with all the rain, just like really heavy rain all the time. Where before that was, you know, it rained all the time, but it was always like a light rain. Where now it's like constantly flooding, and that's only been a thing like the last 5-6 years. Definitely has been a challenge with the lawn mowing side of things. Grab my straps back on there. One thing I forgot to do last night was I totally forgot that it was the end of April. So I didn't charge anybody's credit cards for last month or do any of the billing for last month. So I'll have to do that tonight. I want only way I can fit this mower in this little trailer is by lifting up the deck and strapping it like that so I can close the doors. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to fit this mower in there. It'd be too long. Of course, they give you this option for maintaining, so you can clear the deck and sharpen blades and do all that stuff. You're technically not supposed to transport the mower in this position, but I have always transported either this one or the walker that I had before it. Because it's the only way it'll fit. Any questions from anybody? Nope. Just Jeff's with the what the freak. I wonder if that was a typo. Maybe he was saying what a freak. We got here, we're down to 1 bar here, so on these batteries, which is amazing. It is Thursday afternoon. I charged these 2 batteries up, and if you'll notice, I did a video on my channel about this blower, like a full rundown video, first use, that type of thing, on the weekend. That's when I first put these batteries in. I have been using it I've used it all week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm still on the same batteries, and you can see that they're finally down to 1 bar, but pretty amazing. But I'm not doing like leaf cleanups with it, just blowing off here and there the grass clippings and stuff, but pretty crazy, these Forge batteries, to be able to go the whole week. And these are 8.0 Forge batteries. Obviously that won't be possible as we head into the fall and things like that, or in the wet season where you gotta concentrate the blowing a lot more. Right now when it's dry, obviously it blows everything really easily with just the grass clippings. The other thing you notice that with battery blowers is that when I'm walking from area to area, if I don't need the blower, I'm not using it, right? Whereas a gas-powered blower is always idling. It's always burning fuel. So looking good, looking good. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, here's the really bad area too. This is what I was talking about. The back is here. Like, look at that. Just crazy. It's just so soggy all the time. Yeah, it's unfortunate. This property, the amount of drainage issues. especially like I said, it's been well, in the last 3 weeks, we've had rain one overnight, and that was earlier this week. But just crazy. Set this down so I can use two hands because this ground is not. I'm just taking these bins out to the front out here so it's easier for the client to roll them down the driveway. That's what their preference is at this time of year when there's lots of grass in them. As it starts to slow down and I go to just putting the grass in one bin, it's always also why I'm using two bins, even though they're not full, just to make them light and easy to maneuver. As I go down to just one bin, and then some not completely full during the summer, then I just leave them over there because then they're easy enough to maneuver. Sounds like the blower's starting to slow down. Still solid red though, it's not flashing. How about these ones? Oh, those ones are starting to flash. Yeah, that's about it. It's starting to get warm this afternoon. What is it at? It's 21 degrees right now, Celsius. If you're wondering about that back spot there, that tire kind of rutted, I'm not too worried about it because it's, like I said, it's a normal thing on this property. The customer has grown to expect it, even in spots where I try to go as slow as possible and stuff. It's just impossible to deal with at times. Plus the fact that there's other things. There's always molehills that pop up on this property. Seems like every summer they always have to get some company in to put like the traps in the ground. So I always got to watch out for those metal parts sticking out. So there's always doing something. So they always have grass seed and soil and stuff that they're doing little repairs and patches and stuff on. So I'm not too worried about that. Obviously I can put some seed down and repair that little spot again. But it's just like I said, it's just on a trouble spots. Usually it's this front bottom half, especially by that tree that I was showing. That's the worst part. One year even they had a truck come in, like a moving truck from, I don't know, it wasn't even from a house here. It came into this cul-de-sac and was lost, and it kind of did a wide turn onto their lawn, and it went like right down to the axles because he didn't know that the drainage. It was really, really bad. So anyway, I am going to wrap it up. Thanks for joining me on this one. I don't think I'm going to be doing any more live streaming for the rest, just because battery is going to need to be charged and stuff. So I think that'll be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll possibly see you tomorrow.